Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation. Today I'll be teaching you about how to adapt to re-entry culture shock when returning to your home culture. Now, before I get started, I just wanted to let you guys know that I will only be using points so I could use all of the research inside my head to further elaborate in freeform style. Now, before we get to how to adapt to re-culture or re-entry culture shock, what the heck is culture shock? Well, culture shock is basically when you pick yourself up, and put yourself in a completely new environment where you've never lived, where you've never been before, and you are put with people you don't even know, and there's pros and cons. So let's get into the bad. The bad thing about culture shock is when you go into a new environment, it's very unfamiliar. You feel very uncomfortable. You don't know what to do. You have to adapt and put yourself in a situation where, damn, I have to put my backpack in a place. I have to. I feel really uncomfortable. I don't know what to touch. I don't know what to grab. I don't know if this is okay. That's okay. Uh, it's basically putting yourself in a new environment. It's crazy. And the second thing is stressful emotions. You'll feel isolated. You'll feel not in place. You will feel uncomfortable. This has happened to me too, where you see these people and you're just like, hi, you feel that all of your extrovert emotions just completely just throw out the window. You feel introverted. You feel scared. And the third thing, stomach issues. This happened to me too. Where you feel like it's harder to breathe in a new environment, especially if you live somewhere else. You know, Imagine coming from the mountains going to the city, where instead of high elevation, it's all the way low elevations, and all of this new food too. It'll digest the wrong way, and it'll make you feel sick and make you want to throw up. Another thing, different languages. Now, this doesn't mean necessarily different languages as in like how what you speak, but also how you speak. So it could be like uh talking in a New York accent to compared to the like freaking Valley accent. So and also other things too, like me speaking Spanish. Like Buenos dias. Uh, you're basically putting yourself in a completely new environment. And also the last thing, isolation. This bounces on every other point here. Basically, you don't know what to do. You're scared. You have to separate yourself from other people because you feel like this is not the same. And the other thing, though, is the good in culture shock. It's not all bad. So first thing, exploration. With a new environment, of course, you're gonna feel excited too. There's so many new things to try, and I got to try it before I even got on the presentation. So I got to go rock climbing, hiking. Uh, there's like new foods. I got to try like Panera bread, bro. And you get yourself out of the box. So basically, you get yourself out of that comfort zone. You finally try out new things that you've never tried before. It's so fun. It's definitely a new experience. And although it might cost a buck or two, you know, uh, everything that I've done was worth every penny. And adaptation, as you grow up for the few days that you've been in there, you start to adapt. You start to be like, okay, this is what I can do. This is the food I can get. I feel like a good example is you want to get food, you feel uncomfortable to drive in the car, but after a while, after a few days, you get used to it. You drive everywhere with your friend's car, and you start to adapt. And also communication skills. After talking a while with somebody you've never met, you start to grow close to them. You just start to get more comfortable, and it bounces back. And also, last but not least, new perspectives. I feel like culture shock has taught me a lot of new things in life, especially where out of being out of your room and your own comfort zone, you really really start to see other people's lives and how they live their life, and it has taught me a lot. And I'm very thankful I was given this experience. And now, what is re-entry culture shock? So we've talked about going to somewhere, but the re-entry culture shock is coming back to your own home, and this is just a whole different experience. Imagine staying somewhere for so long that you come back and your own home feels like isolation. So let's talk about the bad in re-entry culture shock. Well, when I came back home, everything felt old. I felt like, damn, it's been a while since I've been here. It feels like ancient history. I felt like I was out of place now, and the first thing was like looking at my own little coffee table, and it was like, what the heck? Oh my god, it feels ancient. Another thing is my room felt cluttered. After being in a place where you kept everything tidy, you made sure that everything was nice for the people that you were with. You go back to your own room, and it's just like, damn, I know it's clean, but it just still feels cluttered. Something that I've been comfortable with my own life, my whole life. You come back to it a week later and just like, whoa, oh, everything looks like this. And last but not least, isolation. Now, of course, being with somebody you feel really close with, you come back and you feel alone. You feel depressed. You feel all of these different emotions, and it's sad because you're put in an environment where there's constant stimulation, there's constant emotions, constant back and forth. But now that you're back, you you're in your own place. It's just you. But it's not all bad. There's the future. And let's talk about how to adapt. First, clean up. Clean up everything. Get everything situated. Make sure you feel comfortable. Make sure you redecorate. Do all that stuff. And next, talk to your family. Uh, I would say it's really good to just communicate with your family, especially now that you're back. Everybody wants to know how was it, and just talk to them. Make yourself feel more comfortable. You're back. You're excited. You're pumped. And of course, not third, relax. Relax. Like dang, it's for me. I felt like holy crud. I did so much. It's finally time to sit back, relax, enjoy all of the stuff, and look back. Look back at all the fun stuff you did. And number four, confront both parties. Make sure to tell each other that it's okay, that this is only the beginning, this is the first step in your life. Everything isn't over. This is just the beginning. You have all of these steps ahead, and you could always go back to that place, that one place. And then number five, plan ahead. Uh, One of the things, the most important, is planning ahead, because, like I said, it's not over. Uh, you could always do something next year, and this is what makes culture shock so awesome. Is that this isn't the last time you're gonna see something new. This isn't the last time you're gonna see that person. So I'm very excited. Planning ahead is definitely the one thing to look forward to. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation. I really had a lot of fun doing this, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.